I wish we were all more content with our improv. Ultimately, the more comfortable and content we are, the better we're gonna sound. I tend to think it's not even about scales or chops. It's about confidence, tone, and timing. Hey, I'm Eric Haugen. Check the description box below for tabs and backing tracks on my website, information about exactly what sound tools I'm using today, live streams, charts, backing tracks on Patreon, my deep dive courses, including my newest one, Modes, and how to schedule lessons with me. It's all on my website. Before we step up for our big moment in the spotlight, we run a little pre-flight checklist, as in, number 1, am I loud enough? As in, here's my rhythm, and we want to have a nice boost of, 5 or 6 dB for when we take our solo. We want to be about as loud as the lead singer. So I got this clone here, again, rhythm tone. Lead tone. Rhythm. Lead. Is our tone right for this? We want to be in that Goldilocks area of not too clean that it's kind of, anemic, but also not so saturated that we lose definition. So again, I've been enjoying this clone here. Like, I can still hear that this is this $400 Squire very well. Like, I can hear the character of the guitar. Let's see what happens if I maybe did, too much saturation. One of my other favorite settings, of course, is the octave fuzz with an MXR. Generally, cleaner songs want less overdrive. More overdriven, crunchy, aggressive songs, you can get away with more overdrive. Don't go crazy with it, though. I actually think that if you oversaturate, you lose definition, and especially in a live setting, a drummer hitting cymbals combined with a lot of fuzz, you get lost in the mix. So I actually think, you really pay attention to the definition. The third thing, and the most important thing I ask myself before I step into the spotlight to take a solo is, what is the fastest I can reliably and consistently play notes at this tempo? I call it setting a speed governor. Like for the example of this song, I think the tempo is what? I have it written down in front of me. I think it's 150. That's pretty lively. Now I might be able to get some 16th notes in there. Like I might be able to get those, but I know I'm going to do a lot better with eighth notes. I'm going to go, you know what? That's totally good with me. I'm going to work within that reasonable limitation of sturdy eighth notes. Remember this. The audience doesn't know what you can't do until you show them. What exactly do we play when it's time to take a solo? Well, really, anything. You could do the tried and true method of transcribing a little piece of the vocal melody and then kind of spinning out from there, kind of theme and variation style. But we're not going to even worry about that today because that requires some ear training and the ability to hear a vocal melody and translate on the fretboard, which not everybody can do yet. So what's the difference between a scale and a melody? Okay, let's look at it. We got let's do D diagonal minor pentatonic. That's a scale. That's a scale. And it's a very good scale. I like the diagonal pentatonics. I have a video about it. Sometimes folks will come to me for lessons and they'll say all my solos just sound like up the ladder, down the ladder kind of things because, well, we're missing the kind of rhythmic, melodic component of that. So, how do we take a scale and turn it into something melodic? Well, let's put a rhythm to it. I'm just going to choose one. Let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, coconut shrimp. I've talked about this years ago. There's a great graphic going around the internet there. I'll throw it up there. That's rhythms as food. But yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, coconut shrimp. 1, 2, 3, 4, coconut shrimp. 1, 2, 3, 4, coconut shrimp. Once we got that scale and we got that rhythm, the next thing is that first phrase we play. It's so important that whatever that first phrase we play, that we are fully committed to it, to add to it, to repeat it, to work with it, to make something happen. Some things I envision are like the way a skateboarder will go into, if you're going to skate a pool. I've never done this. I was a terrible skateboarder, but yeah, the way you whoop, you're in. You got to, once you're in, you're in. Don't go shopping for new licks. Okay, another decent little solo. That's all they have to be. That's all they have to be. We don't have to compare ourselves to Mick Taylor. Let's just make something that works, that is in time, it has a flow, it has a melodic arc to it that the listener, the audience, the band members can follow. Being able to follow what you're doing, I think, is a very important goal. Do not, like I said before, arrhythmically hunt and peck for the next cooler lick. Where's the cooler lick? Let me do a solo that displays that. It looks like I'm shopping. I like a solo that tells a story, that like I can close my eyes and kind of follow the arc of that melody, and the player, whatever instrument really, is trying to tell me something and is taking me somewhere. And a story can be, of course, anything, but it's a fun thing to do? To take limericks. So let's take this one here. There was a young lady named Cager, who, as the result of a wager, consented to fart the complete oboe part of Mozart's quartet in F major. He, fart humor, very memorable. Let's make a solo out of it. Notice once I started that solo with that rhythmic figure, I just stuck with it and just moved it around to, different areas on the fretboard, but it was always that same figure, that same core idea, and I did not deviate from it. Looking for, again, the coolest possible lick, something that's really impressive. I believe the more we let go of needing to prove ourselves, needing to prove what a bad motherfucking guitarist we are, the better we play. To review, good improv is about being comfortable, and that comes from confidence, tone, and timing, not woodshedding, arpeggios, scales, chops, things like that. Of course, that's good to do, and everybody's in a very different musical situation in the world. So I'm not saying to not work on advanced things if you're advanced, but if you're struggling to phrase to feel good about standard box playing, don't add more. Just so you know, I only play the changes, A, to make up a nifty rhythm guitar part to do groove and fill stuff throughout a song, or if I really need to really address something in the chord progression. What I'm talking about today is always my first priority: telling a story, being in the pocket, sounding good, having good tone and timing. If you enjoy my work, please like, subscribe, and share. That costs you nothing and helps YouTubers out immensely, each of those things. One more time around how my business works. Patreon is where I put up charts and backing tracks, and there's also live streams for patrons. There is also Truefire, and I make courses with them. I have a new one all about modes. Actually, I have two new ones, one about rhythm guitar, one about modes. And then also there's lessons with me. I'm a little bit booked out right now because I had a video go viral. Oh, yeah. Thank you for watching that video. It is cool that so many people watched a rhythm guitar video. As Bill and Ted would say, be excellent to each other. That includes yourself. Happy Friday. Eat pizza.